No! I said no!
Welcome back to the Adam Genesis Art Universe channel. Do you remember these masks from the Goosebumps pilot episode, The Haunted Mask, that premiered on October 27th, 1995? Well, I sure do, because I made a whole thing of concept art based off of these masks that inspired me for this 90s nostalgia. This is about my journey of creating concept art using different mediums, digital art. I did some drawings on paper, I made a painting, and then I also made some 3D cutouts of this. It's really cool. It kind of showcases my inspiration from loving Goosebumps as a kid, and I wanted to share that with you here on YouTube. So, as always, viewer beware, you're in for an artistic scare. Let's go check out my journey. So this starts off like anything else. I was watching Goosebumps because I like watching 90s old school things. I don't really like new TV because it's kind of boring and flat. And when I was watching it, I just kind of got the idea. I was like, why not just make art of the Unloved Ones, like to showcase like how good I am at concept art, because I like making things based off of this old stuff. So once I got that idea, I decided let's just go ahead and make a digital piece to begin with, and that was about a year ago. Let me give you a little bit of backstory about the Unloved Ones. They were created by a guy named Steafaniuk and his team Steafaniuk for the 90s Goosebumps TV show when they shot it in Canada. Ron and his team are responsible for all the cool creatures that you saw on the 90s Goosebumps TV show. So shout out to Ron. And if you're interested in seeing an interview with Ron, you can check it out right here. There'll be a link in the description. My homies at the Goosebumps crew had interviewed Ron like a few months back, and it's really cool to check out like other stars from the show that's been on that podcast. So this digital art took about a week to finish. I started it around July 3rd or 4th, and then I finished it on the 8th. And I'm pretty happy with the overall outcome. It has kind of this horror, cool, interesting vibe going on. These masks were definitely harder than normal kids' stuff at the time, and definitely took on a more dark approach like Hellraiser here, as you can see. Hey, they don't make them like they used to. Now in this next section is where things got really interesting. I decided to take the digital art that I had made and go ahead and turn that into 3D prop art and make cake pics or party pics that you can put on a cake for Halloween if you want to, or a birthday. One of the coolest things that happened from me making this project, this art project, is RL Stine saw this on Instagram and Twitter, and he liked it. He thought it was pretty cool. So that kind of made my day, getting approval from the king of horror himself. At this point, this was September 1st. Okay, everyone, now by November 2023, I decided why not make a painting to explore more dimensions of the Unloved Ones, and to kind of practice and get my hand better at painting, to be honest, because I just freehanded and looked straight at this, and it was pretty hard, I'll be honest. It took me like a long time to finish this piece. It took probably 20 hours, and I think I should have done more work, but I'm pretty happy with this overall rendering because this is just an ongoing thing I'm going to continually practice anyway. So this was my first trial run with acrylic paint on an 11 by 14 canvas. And another really cool thing, I met another guy on Twitter X named Doucette that worked on the Goosebumps show under Steafaniuk, and he totally approved of the painting. He liked it, and I've talked to him ever since. Every time I post, like when I make Goosebumps art and things like that. But that's another thing that really made my day with making concept art and getting feedback from people on the TV show, from the Goosebumps 90s TV show. Okay, everyone, if you stuck around this long, thank you and kudos to you. This segment's dedicated to Kim Jung-ji, the late artist. I decided to practice the Unloved Ones in kind of his style, where you draw largely up on the wall, where you're not sitting down, bent over. And it's a good exercise to really practice your visual global view of trying to get a drawing with many different figures like the Unloved Ones correctly placed and put, you know, compositionally speaking, into the drawing. And so basically putting it up on the wall like that allowed me to explore the anatomical dissection of the Unloved Ones and how they were created. So, and it was also kind of a good test or a testament to my drawing skills to lay these out, to speak frankly about it. By this time it was already March. It was a Sunday. I decided to just throw it up on the wall and go at it. With colored pencils, as you can see, pink and purple, kind of to accent that 90s retro fun color complex. The paper is just kind of cheap post-it paper that you could buy at Walmart or anywhere. And I just cut it out because you can cut it. It's large enough to where you can cut it into sections. So I just cut it into kind of a large strip where you could line up all these heads. So this makes the final art of the Unloved Ones that I practice. Colored pencils after all those different styles you see that I've made throughout the video. And here I am holding it right after I made it. I was pretty happy with this because I think it took about 2 hours to make that.
I was the man who created these faces, Carly Beth.
Alright everyone, as a special treat, I'm sharing some art I made of Catherine Long here, Carly Beth from the Haunted Mask. This is additional art from the Haunted Mask episode with the Unloved Ones, where here's some different scenes and segments that I wanted to share. This is a bunch of graphic art I've created, the shopkeeper here, and different things, the Haunted Mask itself, the Unloved Ones, Carly Beth, kind of, there's Sabrina from the episode. And here's like a little comic excerpt I made with the art itself, like having fun, you know, with text bubbles and whatnot. But hey everybody, thank you for coming today and taking the time to look at all my different versions of the Unloved Ones. This was a great journey. I had a lot of fun. It was a very interesting journey at that because I had to really figure out over time how to keep evolving my art, and that's what this project actually really is about, mixed with my inspirational nostalgia for the Goosebumps stuff from the 90s, since I'm a 90s kid, if you will. But I had a really good time during this. The video is dedicated to my mother. She passed away during the middle of this, and it helped me give me direction toward what to do with my art during a very difficult time. But I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. What Goosebumps monsters should I paint next? Which ones would you like to see me paint? And let me know your thoughts about this video and the Unloved Ones and the different versions of the things I've done. Let me know which one's your favorite in this video and everything. I want to hear from you, your feedback about Goosebumps. And if you're a Goosebumps fan, let me know in the comments. And please subscribe, like, hit that bell for the recent notifications for more art from Adam Genesis Art Universe. Thank you for coming.
Today's video is sponsored by E8 Comics. We're not your normal comics company exploring esoteric weird realms of old dark possibilities on the chessboard and more.